leading the charge toward the postseason, going up against the Buccaneers. Handing it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call.
Thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, up on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gotton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go the field.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room.
Whoosh.
Oh, he slipped right by him. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
And they'll run it here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dot. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And an alley to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang?
Now Brian Anger in his 5th year out of Cal on to punt it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right here, defense. Let me hear that crowd. Let's go. Let's go, team. Let's go.
That's pulled in at the 32. He won't go down. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 6 yards there to bring it. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Look at the spin. Spinning again. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because Most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
Fielded at about the 28. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Setting the NFL mark with his 7th touchdown of the game. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal...
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. So back-to-back games here of great production and just, you know, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them, and they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. Oh, the spin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a give this time to the tailback. A strong running. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Spinning past him. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Second and inches is often.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big...
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. And when we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Shattering the NFL record with his 9th touchdown. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run when you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at. Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Making a mockery of the NFL record books with his 10th touchdown of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. Stays on his feet. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks.
4 down. Alert. Hey, check.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
Let's go, Stans, make some noise. Let's go.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. Away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady... Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. Seattle's running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchange. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they're able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And some room to maneuver. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a gain there of 11 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. After each game, a player gets graded on his performance. And that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the